this morning. And I couldn't utter anything. It was just like God take over. Cleanse what needs to be cleansed. Restore what needs to be restored. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. There's always too much time, to spoil everything. But it's hard. But God's time, it takes over. Never has it happened that we're about to get into offering this happens. I feel like, Pastor, we just need to close this and not have this work because of offering is just done. It's not just a matter of saying, if you believe in God, if you want His kingdom to be advanced, you know what to do. Amen. Respect Him and obey Him. He says, bring your tithes and your offerings into the kingdom. Let the kingdom be advanced. Hallelujah. Amen. I've seen the kingdom, the foundation has been laid this morning right now. And if you wanted to expand, you know what to do. With the goodness of God. Yeah. Hallelujah. Amen. My word of offering today comes from the book of 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. Hallelujah. Let's read that. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is heard. Does it make sense? Yeah. You know when you come to say, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to have a breakfast, I'm going to go to church, and after church I'm going to come back to the house. So you've got your plan. This is the routine. What is that's your plan. The plan. It takes a deviation. And they got this, I've got this, now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to eat that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. This is what you want. But on the southerly side of things, this is where God is waiting for you to say, okay, with your child and offering, you come and say, okay, but I've been giving so much, and so much, and so much, and so much, and so much. I'm not, because you want it quickly, because you want it quickly. But God is saying, then I came and I started doing my arithmetics, and I was like, that ish, the same, it's not going to come out here. Then I held back. But still, I got something. Hallelujah. Fast forward. This month. If you look at this one, everything is well, you can do it. But guess what? I've got my car parked outside. If I drive it here, and these tanks are empty, who do I blame? I start shouting, you guys don't have fuel, blah, 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 blah. Okay? If these guys had deposited this fuel, would these tanks have fuel? No. Bring what you have, deposit it into your side. A few months later, here comes Pastor Mooney in his Lamborghini. He's going to the marketplace. He comes to this thing, and PM says, Madam, give me all these bench tomato. This is a man driving a Lamborghini, right? Give me all these store tomatoes. Meanwhile, I just rejected these store tomatoes, not to make supper. What is it about this man? Then I went to PM, Revelation. Why did you buy those tomatoes? So the perspective that I had buying tomatoes was, but his perspective was saying, these rotten ones, they are good for seed. I went wanting to eat, to consume. Revelation and how when we change our mindsets in the way that we give and offer the house of God. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. I want you to take out the offerings. And the other thing that we all need to do, we thank you. Thank you for what you've given us. We thank you, Heavenly Father, that you are a good God. Bless us in our finances. Yes, I pray. Amen. Amen.
That continued for a few years. Until when we were moving away, I asked said, why do you always have these tomatoes and you say they're special for you and they're always bad? And I never forgot this, but it didn't make sense until what she just reminded me. And she said, you see, you don't have a fridge. And I thought that was an insult. Like, you don't have a fridge. Yeah, we didn't have a fridge. We didn't have one. Say, so the tomatoes I'm giving you are ready to be cooked. So is it to be cooked? Because if I sell you the ones that are not ripe, you don't have any place. So, my key scripture comes from the book of Matthew, verse 5. Matthew 5. Hidden. No, do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and gives it light all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify you. When people see your works, they must now glorify your Father in heaven. They must not glorify God in heaven because of the motives of their heart. We don't know what you're thinking about. We don't know what your intentions are. We don't know what your plans are. But we know your works. Tell your neighbor, say, we know your works, so that we may say God is good. If we don't see your works, what are you? Are you useless or are you useful? I'm just saying it. It's the Bible. Look to your neighbor and say, it's the Bible. And I want to say something. Most of you, like our pastor preaches us. When we're at church, he wants to preach us. He's preaching us. Preach us. He's preaching us. Hey, I used to apologize until I got revelation. I have to preach you. Get it? I have to preach you. What does that mean? Imagine we're studying biology. Go back to factory settings. Because you are not ready to change, also you are not ready. I know. Because that has become your hunger. You are following them to where they get tattoos. You are following them to where they get piercings. You are following them to nightclubs. You are following them to how they dress. You are following where they play. You are following them. You are paying such a high price. And you don't understand, by following them, you are losing. Coming to church is not a hunger for you. Guys, I'm telling you, normalize it. Don't want to come. They have no thirst for it. If you understand that if I come here, this is where I get filled. If this is what fills you, then you always. But still, he what? He's poor. And out of those, there were people that said, people say, could he be right about this? Look at the person speaking to you. Is there a hell after pill? No. You see, your desire not to know, for the world not to know what you're up to, is what? It costs money. You understand this? We need to change the way we're thinking. The fact that they've been in courtship for 3 years. How can you even sit down and what to do? We have not been telling them what to do. We've been in you are foolish. You're sitting down and allowing another man to tell you how to love your woman. Yeah, this man happens to have been married for 16 years. How long have you been married? How long? Do you have any reference point in your life? I'm a big son. Yeah. But the fools who come and say, look at the results. The results never lie. That friend of yours is like, Some of the people normalize calling other people not my friends. That's wrong. I wanted to limit you to post 3 videos only. When you were so much on fire and said, I want them to see what was going down. But now let me educate you. The church is such broken in such a way that when you show them what is good, they criticize you. So I was fearing for goodness and how much fun we had. But do you know that every time we showcase and say, this is what went down, someone said, If you've seen what I saw during the last lockdown, you won't be sleeping, you'll be praying. I saw such suffering when we went to give food packs. You give them something, by the time you leave their dorm, they've already finished the food. You're talking about giving them rice. It says you're still trying to pray for them. They are already, that's how hungry they were. And you think you're comfortable and you sit there. You see, the person who's comfortable will not pray. You see the difference between the world. You want a luxurious lifestyle before you even wait for it. You want to rest before you've even gotten tired. What are you on? This is blessed. You see, if you can buy it, it's not a blessing. That's why it says, blessed are those that said, this is the I'm about to make. Will it glorify God? Let me set my mind on Christ, and Christ says yes. Now, to set your mind on Christ means you connected to Christ. So he will take you and say, you know what? Buy the Rotten Tomatoes. Buy the ones that are not firm. The ones that are not firm. Because this woman needs to continue being in business. But you want us to be real with church. This is what church is. It says the heart of a man is desperately wicked. So that's why we send highlights of what happened. It's the same thing why they show you the next Fast and the Furious, the next James Bond. They show you previews of what's coming. So that they what are you at? Oh, you know what? Let me also go and sing with others. Let me also go and be with others. And we start trying to water you. We try to what? Water you to get an appetite going. But no, I will see. When they don't post anything good. 34 verse 8 says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Jesus is the bread of life. Yes. The bread of life. You're hungry. Chow him. Seek him first. We don't even need to pretend this morning. We all know each other, right? Look at the neighbor. Your neighbor. Look at him.